Welcome to Brain Vision.
Okay, question 8 is saying that American and Chinese workers, they both produce t-shirts or computers. So an American worker can either produce 100 shirts or 20 computers. And a Chinese worker can either produce 100 shirts or 10 computers. So to draw the production possibility frontier, we labeled x-axis as shirt and then y-axis as computers. So for America, I use red. Well, no, sorry, I'll use blue for America. So if they devote all the workers to make shirt, they will produce 100 shirts and then 20 computers on the y-axis. So the ratio is not very correct, but it's okay. So this is the production frontier for American. So for Chinese people, it's 110. So 100 units of shirts, so same dot as American, but they can only produce 10 computers if they devote all workers to producing computers. All right, so suppose without trade, the workers in each country spend half their time producing each good. So if they spend half the time producing each good, they will end up having the middle point, consume the middle point of the frontier. So that will be 50 shirts for Americans and 10 cars for Americans, while also 50 shirts for Chinese and five cars for Chinese. Okay, so if they're open to trade, which country would export shirt? So we can just calculate their opportunity cost for producing, say, computers. So the opportunity cost for American to produce 1 unit of computer is, so 20 divided by 20 is 1. So 100 divided by 20 will be 5. So the opportunity cost for producing 1 unit of computer for Americans is 5 units of what is this? Shirt, yeah. And for Chinese, it is 1 to 10. So the opportunity cost is lower for the American to produce computers, right? So at the end, we should let Americans produce computers while Chinese produce shirts. So they will trade. So China will export shirts to the United States, and the United States will export cars. So there's trade between them. Okay, so explain at what price of computers the two countries might trade. So in terms of t-shirt, the price that they will trade is between 5 and 10, which are the opportunity cost between these countries. So the price they will trade is any number between 5 and 10. Okay, question D. Suppose that China catches up with America productivity so that a Chinese worker can produce 100 shirts or 20 computers. So what pattern of trade would you predict now? How does this advance in Chinese productivity affect the economic well-being of the two countries' citizens? Okay, so now we know that China has advanced in technology, so they still produce 100 shirts, but they can also decide to produce 20 computers. So now their ratio is exactly the same, which is both 5 to 1. Oh, I'm sorry, I should use green to indicate the ratio. So 5 to 1, and also 5 to 1 for America. So in this case, since no country has comparative advantage in producing either good, they will just stop trading. So each of them will consume their own domestically produced product. So Chinese people wear Chinese shirts and use Chinese computer, while American people use American shirts and American cars. So how will this affect their well-being? Well, it might be that the quality is different. Well, before trade, uh, the case we used to have is that they will trade, right? So that in that case, Chinese people will focus on making shirts. So maybe that their quality of shirts are improving since they're making it every day. And the same for American people, they because they are responsible for making cars in this society, so they might improve in making cars. I mean the quality, not the quantity. But now when they both have to make shirts and cars by themselves, we cannot really guarantee that they will improve in terms of quality. So it might hurt consumers because okay, so now they can all buy domestic good, but maybe the quality is not as good as if they can export some foreign specialized goods.